Anytime you're giving a presentation, you want to be reading your audience, really looking at them. Are they paying attention? Are they falling asleep? Are they talking to each other? Are they texting? Because that's a problem for you, the speaker. It's not enough to say, oh, they're rude. That's your problem as a speaker. Once I was conducting an all-day long media training and presentation training course in Atlanta, Georgia. It was at the Carter Center. And I had about 20 political leaders from Nigeria over. I had governors of states, the attorney general, the vice president. They were all there in the training, and it seemed like I was losing them. There was just so much talking. They're talking the whole time. I felt like I was being ignored. Now, the trainings typically go from 9 till 5, an all-day long training. About 3 o'clock, the organizer came up to me and sort of whispered in my ear, TJ, I think you're losing them. Let's wrap up early today. Okay, so I quickly wrap up. We finish around 3:30 instead of 5. The second I'm done, you know what happened? All the trainees rushed me. They came up, said how excited they were, how much they enjoyed the training. They're all fighting with each other to see who can be next to me to have a picture taken with me. And they're group photos, individual photos. They stayed after for lots of questions, all sorts of things going on. They were really excited. They loved the training. The response was overwhelmingly positive. Some of them I heard from for years later through emails. So all in all, it was a good training. Here's what happened in my estimation. I simply made a misjudgment. Every culture is a little bit different. There's certain cultural nuances. Most of the time, most places I speak, if I'm standing up and training and someone's 3 feet in front of me and they're talking the whole time to the person next to them, usually a sign I'm doing something wrong. Usually a sign they're not that interested in what I have to say. In this case, no, that's just how they wanted to share their enthusiasm, and that's how they wanted to experience the training. So I made a misjudgment there. They actually liked it. So the real lesson, I think, is always be aware of your audience, be looking at them, try to sense what's going on, but don't make quick automatic judgments assuming you're failing or you're doing something awful, you're a disaster. You've got to have an open mind. Okay, so why do I tell that story? Fairly self-explanatory. I want people to realize you can seem like you're bombing and you're really not. There can be different reactions from different audiences. Now, I haven't spoken yet in Japan, but my understanding is in Japan, if an audience member really likes what you're saying and respects, they'll actually close their eyes because they're so intent on concentrating on your words. In any other culture, someone's closing their eyes, it usually means they've fallen asleep. So that's the lesson of this story.